Hello everyone, today we are going to do something really interesting with the all-pixel phone. We are going to root it using Kernel SU. Now, before we even touch the screen, please make sure your Google Pixel's bootloader is already unlocked. If that is ready, grab your phone and yes, we will be doing this without a PC, using just a secondary Android phone and an OTG cable. Let's jump into the process. The priority here is we need the Kernel SU Manager app. Open up Google Chrome and search for Kernel SU. You want to ignore any third-party sites and go straight to the official GitHub repository. This ensures you are getting the safest and latest version. Scroll down through the page until you find the Releases section on the right side. Click on the latest version available. Once you are on the Assets page, scroll down and download the APK file. It's usually a small file, so it won't take long. Go ahead and install it. Now, open the app. You will notice right away that it says "Not installed" at the top. Don't panic, this is completely normal. It just means the manager is installed, but the kernel itself isn't patched yet. We are about to fix that. For this next step, you need to have the stockboot.img or init_boot file for your specific Pixel firmware already saved on your phone. Quick note, you need to download the stock firmware for your specific Pixel model from Google's website and extract the boot.img or _boot.img for newer Pixels before starting the patching step. Click the Install button in the app, then select a file. Navigate to where you saved your stock boot image and select it. The app is now patching the file. It's basically injecting the root code into the stock kernel. Once it says success, you'll see the path where the new patched file is saved in your downloads folder. Now, since we are doing this without a computer, we need a host device. Here, I am using a Xiaomi phone, but any Android phone will work. We need to move that patched file we just created from the Pixel to this Xiaomi phone. You can use a USB cable, but I'm just using QuickShare to send it over wirelessly. It's faster and easier. Just make sure you remember where you saved this file on the second phone. Okay, the file is transferred. Now, grab your OTG adapter. Connect the USB cable from the Xiaomi phone to your Pixel. On the Xiaomi phone, I am using a flashing tool app. You can use BugJager or any Fastboot app from the Play Store. Once connected, make sure you allow USB debugging permissions on the Pixel if a pop-up appears. We need to establish a bridge between these two devices so we can send commands. Let's put the Pixel into Fastboot mode. You can do this by holding the buttons, but I prefer using the command line. In the terminal of your host phone, type reboot bootloader and hit enter. Watch your Pixel screen. It should instantly switch to a black screen with red text. That is the Fastboot mode. Now we are ready to flash. This is the most critical part. We need to flash the patched image. In the command line, type fastboot flash boot _a. That stands for the first partition. Put a space and then attach the patched file we transferred earlier. Hit execute. You will see the code running on the screen sending the data. Perfect. Slot A is done. Now, many people skip this, but I recommend flashing the second slot too, just to be safe and ensure stability. So, type the command fastboot flash boot cb, add a space, and select that same patched file again. Hit enter. It sends the boot image to the second partition. Once you see the finished message, we are good to go. The hard work is done. Now, simply type fastboot reboot to restart your Pixel. You can disconnect the cable now. This first boot might take a few seconds longer than usual, so don't worry if the Google logo sits there for a moment. What we have done is replace the system's kernel with our custom one, which will give us that sweet systemless root access. We are back on the home screen. Let's unlock the phone and see if it worked. Open the Kernel SU app, and there it is. It now says in green text. This means the kernel is active and running. Just to double check, let's run the root checker app. If you don't have this installed, you can quickly grab it from the Play Store. I am going to tap on Verify Root. Now, watch the screen closely. There it is. That is the Kernel SU superuser request pop-up. This is exactly what we were waiting for. It is asking for permission to grant root access. Go ahead and hit that grant button. And boom! Look at that. The screen turns green and says, "Congratulations. Root access is properly installed on this device. It feels good to see that, doesn't it? Because we use the Kernel SU method, we have achieved this without breaking the safety nets. This means your banking apps, Google Pay, and high-security apps will continue to work flawlessly, just like they did before. You now have full control over your Pixel. If this guide helped you out, please smash that like button. It really helps the channel. If you got stuck at any step, drop a comment below, and I will try to help you out. Don't forget to subscribe for more Pixel mods. I'll catch you in the next one.